Designing a consistent character with an AI art generator requires multiple images of the same character. That's how I trained ArtFlow to create a character that always looks like me. I fed it 15 pictures of Jonathan, and now I can create pictures of me doing anything in any style I want. But how on earth can I get multiple pictures of the same person if they only exist in my mind? This sounds like a catch-22. I need multiple pictures to train the character, but I also need the character to generate those multiple pictures. There's a secret, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. This entire process begins with something that most artists are familiar with, but if you're just creating images with AI, there's an entire step in this process that you don't know about, which is why creating consistent characters has been so hard. It's called a character design sheet. If you've ever seen a behind the scenes documentary about how a movie, especially an animation, is made or a comic book is made, you'll often see multiple sketches of the same character, and this is called a character design sheet. Skillshare explains how to draw this type of character. There's a picture of him from different angles and with several different facial expressions. The reason these are created is to give you, first of all, a full body shot, which gives them a natural relaxed stance, gives you a reference point for their overall look and proportions. This is typically done in full color. Then the second is poses to show them in different poses and positions, see what the character looks like when they're doing different things. And then there's headshots of different expressions. Why do you create these? It's to create character consistency. The entire purpose of this is that when you have multiple artists working on the same movie, they come from the same reference sheet. This is the secret that we're going to employ with MidJourney to create your consistent characters. It's going to start with a very simple prompt, a watercolor painted cartoon style character design sheet of many poses for a superhero woman with green skin, laser eyes, long blonde hair, consistent character from many angles, dash, style, space, raw. And I want to show you what the result looks like. We have 4 different women. It's not meant to be the same woman in all 4 blocks. We're looking for the character we want to choose. It depends what you're looking for. The green skin got interpreted as green uniform. We have a pretty good split of close-up photos, full body shots to give you a real sense of what the character looks like, what they stand like, and this looks just like our example character sheet. Let's see the difference when we don't use style raw. This is the first and most important part. When we turn on style raw, we say, listen to my prompt, resist your urge to make everyone beautiful. This pulls back from MidJourney's default prompt. MidJourney has a default desire to make everything beautiful. It pulls back from that and says, listen less to that desire and more to exactly what my prompt says. Now we've turned that off. These characters should be slightly more beautiful. I think that there's not a huge difference here, but the first set of characters from style raw, more of those were good. This character is quite interesting and the beginning of something that could be quite good. But overall, my opinion, and I want to show you both versions, is that the style raw gives us a better version. Let's take a look at another character. Here's what happens when we give her a blue uniform, power gloves, and long brown hair. The reason I like to use watercolor is that the character's not strongly defined. It's loose, just like a real character sheet. So we have multiple poses, and there's room for us to design on top of this. We can change the style of the character. We can use our consistent styles and our consistent design elements added on to this, which I'm going to cover in a later video. But for now, just knowing that we can combine this with the consistency training means that we can take this character and then move that into whatever style we want. I like watercolor because it gives us really great character sheets. This is how most character sheets are done. And we're seeing some very interesting things. The character has a different body shape in all 4 images, slightly different structure, different uniform. This is the beginning of something really good. It doesn't have to be a superhero. It doesn't have to be a woman. Here's what happens. We have a cyborg man with red hair and a laser arm. Each of these characters is quite different. We get a lot of different things to play with. Style raw really unlocks the power of what we can do with MidJourney. Even here, it almost has the notes you would see when someone's drawing and saying, this is angry, this is sad. We can add in more facial expressions if we need to. This character, the nose to me looks a little bit like a clown nose, so I'm not going to use that. Each of these situations, we can create different types of characters. So we can take this prompt and create any type of character we want. So let's try this again. We don't have to do a superhero at all. Imagine a watercolor painted cartoon style character design sheet of many poses for a princess in a blue dress, long blonde hair, consistent character from many angles, style raw, repeat 3. We get a really great princess. They're similar to each other. You choose which one's your favorite. Notice that they're different ages. This princess doesn't seem to have facial expressions. This one is my favorite. How can I get more designs? The next phase is I need more angles, more pictures. How can I get a bigger character sheet? Because this is where a lot of us hit that wall. The next step is to upscale the image. We're going to take a look and make sure it's workable. Pretty good. Watch what happens when we hit zoom out too. We now have 4 character sheets of the same princess. We can go in and choose which one has the most consistency. We even have pictures of her lying down, pictures of her in a longer flowing dress, pictures from different angles. This means we have something really great to build from. If you need more poses, this is a powerful tool. And this is exactly why I have an entire video covering what all of these features are, from the upscale to the very strong to the very regions of zoom out. Let's grab one of these. Let's upscale number 2 and see how it looks. Most important thing is, does it look like the same character? To me, there's a couple of images that are a little bit rough. This one looks a little wonky. You're not always going to get a win. That's part of this process. Let's go back to our original image and choose another version. I liked this number 2. We have a strong design of one character. We're now going to zoom out on her. Now we have a great character design sheet with a lot of extra poses, extra expressions. In the next videos, I'm going to show you how we're going to cut out each of these character images to use them. It's okay if you use 5 from here, 2 from here, 3 from here to start to create our baseline. Remember, our goal is to create a character sheet. It doesn't have to come from a single prompt or single generation. Let's upscale numbers 2 and 3 to get a closer look at what we have here. So we have some really good elements here. It's all about your personal opinion. If you like every expression, we can modify the characters. Remember, I have an entire video showing how you can use things like vary region. If I want to move this face onto this face, I can and start to create multiple pictures. And that's what we're going to show you how to do in future videos. We have our process for creating a character sheet, getting us enough different images and characters that we can start to have our baseline for character consistency. This is the beginning of the journey. This is how you create a character sheet. I hope you guys are excited because this is just the beginning. Character sheets are how every comic book and cartoon artist starts. Bypassing this step is why consistent characters have been so difficult for so long. When you combine this lesson with my videos on expanding your image and style consistency, you get one step closer to that perfect character that you can reuse as many times as you like. This video should get you excited because we're going to unlock more and more superpowers within MidJourney. If you found this video useful or at least entertaining, please hit the like. That will get this video shown to more people and help me to grow this channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I've done my best to earn it. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I would love to have you be a part of helping me cross that milestone. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit the bell. You'll get notified each time I post a new video. I have a whole lot more coming in this series. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching one of my videos. Hit the like button, and then I've got a couple of sweet videos that I think you're going to like. I've got one here and another one over here. You're going to love them.